What's poppin', YouTube? This is the Kid DC Wrestling here to bring you all your August 12th, 2022 edition of Friday Night Smackdown. Overall, really good show, I thought. Really good show, man. We kicked things off, obviously, with the first round matchup for the WWE Women's Tag Team Titles Tournament. Raquel Rodriguez and Aaliyah takes on Shotzi and Xylee. Shotzi, I believe she got her theme song back as well. I believe. I don't know. I might be wrong, but I mean, you look at this from a match standpoint. It was okay. I thought it was okay way to kick off the show though. But Raquel Rodriguez and Aaliyah get the win there, so that was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. I know a lot of you all love Shotzi, but I don't know. It's good to see not just Aaliyah get a win, but of course it's good to see the wonderful, the talented Raquel Rodriguez to get a win. So yeah. Now we do get Karrion Kross. He cuts a promo, obviously. His first promo back in the WWE in a very long time. He says last week was the rebirth of a darkened soul, and it must be nice for Roman and Drew to be chosen ones. He says they waited for the perfect time to strike, and in the end, everyone pays the toll. Tick-tock on Drew McIntyre. So, yeah, man, this is something. This is something, man. It's good. Kross cut I thought it was a pretty good promo. I thought he cut. But speaking of the devil, Drew McIntyre comes out, talks about Karrion Kross, says that the only problem is that the number one contender happened to be him. And look, like, you could do whatever you want. You can send Kross after me. Like, you can send anyone after me. It doesn't matter. Roman, I'm coming after you, boy. The the Usos come out. Well, actually, before the Usos come out, Kross music hits. Scarlett comes out. Usos attack McIntyre, which leads to the tag team later on in the show. And then they're going at Scarlett, and they're like, look here, like, we don't care who you are or who your husband is. We to acknowledge the tribal chief, all that stuff. And yeah, Scarlett says, like, hey, like, Kross is going to do the same to Reigns. Like, he's going to step up to him. He's going to put him down, too. Anyways, we got the Viking Raiders versus Kofi Kingston. I mean, good God, man. Like, this wasn't even a match. I mean, Kofi comes out of nowhere, tries to attack him again, but this time he fails because they beat him down, assaulting him like crazy. I mean, like, jeez Louise, it was it was crazy. But obviously, the Viking Raiders, I said it before, they've been looking good since they came back to SmackDown. Now we get these two jobbers, Trevor Irving and Brandon Scott, but they face the return of Hit Row, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, y'all. Hit Row is back. There were rumors circulating that they were coming back, and ironically, they did. Now, I already know what people are going to say. Oh, well, I mean, there is no Hit Row without Swerve Strickland, and we all know where he's at. Look, it's still Hit Row. I'm sure they will be fine. I mean, granted, it would have been nice to see Swerve back, but of course, he's doing his part in the other company with his boy Keith, so I don't really see a big deal with this. I mean, Hit Row, like I said, man, when they first came, I was like, they have potential. So not gonna lie, it is good to see them back. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. Next, you had Liv Morgan and Shayna Baszler sign the contract for their match at Clash Castle, but we do see Ronda Rousey coming to the ring and obviously talking about how she was fine and everything. Ronda actually got cheered here, and as she was taken out, she pretty much beats up one of the guards. Spreads the money all over the contract. Morgan, during her contract signing, actually says that Baszler is a bootleg Ronda Rousey, so you already know that pissed her off. And yeah, these two women go at it, man. Their match should be interesting, I really think, at a Clash Castle. Usos, Drew McIntyre. This was a handicap match, but this did turn into Drew McIntyre and Madcap Moss making the save. And because he made the save, him and Drew McIntyre get the win. This was a solid match. I thought it was worth. But of course, we get the main event. Gunther, Shinsuke, IC belt. They did a really good job promoting the IC belt tonight, as well as also a pretty good job at, letting the crowd who don't watch NXT know who Nikita Lyons and Zoe Stark is. But nonetheless, man, was this main event hard-hitting, physical, downright dirty for all the right reasons. Gunther and Shinsuke went at it, man, and Gunther obviously retains his Intercontinental Championship. But even though Shinsuke got the loss, man, I mean, again, this match was really, really good, man. A really good main event to what I thought was an overall solid episode of SmackDown. Next week should be really good. They're in Montreal. They got the contract signing. Next week should be the face-to-face, with Roman and Drew. Next week should be really good. I hope you guys enjoyed my SmackDown review. I will try my best to get an Impact Wrestling Emergence review out because I'm also watching this show as well as SmackDown. So, yeah.